Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast, episode 245. I'm Joe.
I'm Lauren.
Lauren, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Yep.
It's stormy out there.
It is stormy out there. We have lived through so much in the past 2 days. A lot of rain, that's all it is.
We have not lived through anything, actually.
I mean, I've been down here in Florida for over 6 years, and this is the lowest level storm that was projected to come anywhere near us. But it is the most amount of wind, rain, and damage that I have seen from a storm.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I was gonna say since I've been here for almost 2 years now. I didn't have anything last year. Last year was very chill.
Yeah.
And so this, I was like, oh my god, it's my first hurricane.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh well, here we are.
Yeah, they're not all they're cracked up to be, unless you're living on the coast.
We're in the middle.
We're literally in the
so
middle of the fucking state. Yeah.
You know.
But it rained for 24 hours straight.
Yeah. I was asleep.
There were 2 tornado warnings this morning.
Yeah, 1 touchdown in Tampa.
I think so.
Right?
I think there
Or was a water spout in Tampa.
Technically speaking, scientifically speaking, if I may, if you feel it,
chase it.
yeah. But so a tornado watch is when the conditions are correct for a tornado. That's when they issue a
Right.
tornado watch, because they're like the issue or
It could.
the conditions are correct and
Yeah.
it could be a tornado. A tornado warning technically is supposed to mean that one has been spotted, one touched down, and so you are in a tornado warning.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah, so there's a difference between them, but there was also today a tornado in Buffalo, New York, my hometown.
Really?
Yeah, crazy rain, there was a tornado just went right through downtown.
Is that normal?
No, not at all. But
Huh.
there has been 2 other tornadoes this year in Buffalo, so something weird's happening. But anyways, so but then I saw a post. I don't know how accurate this post is, but I saw a post on Facebook that across the entire country today, there has been 1 confirmed tornado, and it was in Buffalo, New York, which means the 2 tornado warnings that we got this morning, one at 6 a.m., one at 9 a.m.,
Yeah.
meant there was no actual tornado that touched
Nothing
down.
actually happened.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't really know for sure if there was a tornado.
I don't think it was an official tornado. I think it was technically called a water spout because it was over the water, and it's just
Yeah.
the water,
just water.
not actually wind
Yeah.
blowing everything up. But it
Didn't
looks
make
like a
didn't make
tornado.
landfall.
Correct.
Unlike
Correct.
Hurricane Debbie. Good old Deborah.
Good old Debbie. Do
Which
you
they-
ever have little Debbie's treats?
Oh, have I ever had Little Debbie's treats?
I don't like any of them.
I think I have. I couldn't name a single one. They have the
Hostess?
No, Hostess is not Little Debbie.
No, aren't they? Are they not the same?
I don't think so. Doesn't Little Debbie its own company?
I don't know.
Is Little Debbie owned
know.
by Hostess?
That's what
Do they
I thought.
horn her out?
I don't know.
Horn out Little Debbie.
Little Debbie.
I have to really quickly swallow my gum so I can drink this White Claw.
I hate that more than everything. I want you to know.
It's already gone. Just forget it happened.
Oh.
Because I couldn't drink a raspberry White Claw with mint gum.
I was curious because you were popping it 2 seconds ago. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I had
wonder what
popcorn
he's
stuck in
gonna
my
do.
teeth, so I just chewed some gum.
You,
there.
that's it.
Yeah.
I respect that. And then you swallowed it. So that's
I always swallow my gum.
really.
Yeah, since I was, God, probably 13 years old, I've been swallowing my gum.
I've swallowed my gum once in my life and I cried.
Why?
It was traumatizing. It was
For-
in high school.
You
But-
cried?
Yeah, because I don't like that.
You don't like
That
swallowing
icks
gum?
me out. That stresses me out. Yeah, I chuck it. I hate it. I could never swallow it. Moving on.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say. You're talking about
look at
swallowing
the-
gum.
Do you see the red light on your neck?
I know, from the-
microphone.
I have like a bug in me.
But yeah, no, I've been swallowing my gum forever. It doesn't freak me out because everybody's like, "Oh, it stays in your system for 7 years." No, it doesn't. That's just not true.
Yeah, that's not how. No,
That's not how. That's not how your body works.
correct.
So yeah, I've been swallowing gum forever.
I hate that.
You want to know a really? No, I won't say it.
Change your mind.
Yeah, it's people will really just roast me alive if I say this one, so I'm just gonna keep it to myself. There was one other tangent we were gonna go on. Oh right, the storm, Little Debbie's. That's what we were talking about.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So I don't know that Hostess owns Little Debbie's, but Little Debbie's makes similar
treats in that same
genre
genre.
treats to Hostess. So
Little-
I
little
think they
fatty
make the
cakes.
the oatmeal cream pies.
Uh huh.
Don't like those.
I don't either. I don't like any
Gonna be
of
honest,
them.
it's the only Little Debbie snack that I know. Do they make zebra cakes or
I
is that
thought they
Hostess?
I thought they make all of those things. I really
They
no,
might.
I they
I know
definitely
that Zingers, which are like a chocolate Twinkie with a little bit of frosting on top,
yeah.
those are my favorite. Those are Hostess. Those are not Little
Man,
Debbie.
I have no clue.
I
See,
could crush a box of Zingers in my sleep.
how many are in there?
I don't know, 15, 12 maybe.
Dog,
Something divisible by 3, I'm
that's
sure.
a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, but they're so. I grew up on those things.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We did not. We were not allowed to have them growing up. So
I had a friend in like elementary school who he was like he was that kid who had like a bunch of like those like he always had snacks in his house. Like
Yeah.
anytime you go to his house, he had snacks.
sure.
And so I would go to his house and just raid the snack cabinet. Just oh
Really?
my god, so I was a fiend for snacks.
You know we had the best.
Yeah, I mean he had zingers, he would have fruit by the foot. He had so many things, and I was just like, I'm coming over and snacking,
That's
hardcore snacking.
wild.
So
Not me. My house never had snacks. Actually, that's not true. We had the most plain snacks since I'm a plain eater. So we had like goldfish and chips.
hey, goldfish,
And that's it. The cartons?
flavor blasted, extra cheddar.
No, not
Just
flavor
regular?
blast, just regular.
I mean, I
goldfish.
do enjoy a good regular, but
Colored?
flavor blasted,
Colored?
yeah, I don't see color.
Do you have a preference?
Do I have a preference on the color of?
No, like color versus original. Because they taste the same. Or do you think they taste different?
You get the mixed color goldfish that have
Yeah.
like the green, the red, the
Yes.
orange. The
Yes.
Are there 3 colors?
There's red, green. Yeah, I think it's just 3.
Purple? Was there a purple?
That
or was
is
it-
the
was that just dark red?
Yeah, it's just a dark red.
No, they all taste the same. Green.
I think they all taste the same, except I think red tastes a little different.
Well, red 40 is just a.
Yeah, that's definitely a factor, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah.
I suppose. I forgot about that. That's definitely why.
Mhm.
And that's why they taste different in the like Mickey Mouse batch or like
The what?
there's like a Mickey Mouse version of goldfish, a pack of
A
goldfish.
Mickey Mouse.
Where it's all regular goldfish, but then every now and then they have the
Make it full screen.
so there's a Mickey Mouse version, but every now and then they have like it's like all regular, but then some of them are red Mickey Mouse shaped ones
Oh.
with like the regular red,
Regular red.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you call it again?
Red 40.
Red 40. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably that.
Red
I-
dye number 40.
Red dye number 40. That I think some people are like allergic to or whatever.
Oh yeah, people like blue. I think it's like blue 5 or something.
Yeah.
Red 40 is like the most common thing. Which like
How do you figure
imagine
that
being
out?
yeah, or like how does one figure out they're allergic to a food dye?
A dye. I would just assume I'm allergic to goldfish or like colored gold. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
even think of it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't like. I don't know.
Yeah, no, green just because it's my favorite color would be mine.
It's basic. answer.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I do eat food in color order. That's like my weird
What?
like thing.
Wait, so what do you mean? What kind of order?
uh
like rainbow order
least
or-
favorite to most favorite. Rainbow order. What the I'm not a loser.
All right, all right. I don't know. Maybe you're very OCD like that.
No, 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 no,
Because
no.
that's
no.
how I would imagine. Like when I eat my M&Ms, if I have time, then I sort them by color and eat them rainbow order. Or I
M&Ms
eat them most amount that was in the bag to least. If that
Interesting.
makes sense.
Which so like always start with brown.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't know.
With
I
the
sort
most brown M&Ms always,
them.
yeah.
Correct. Yep, I sort them by how much they have in color, and then I eat them that way.
No, I won't. M&Ms I won't do because they all taste the same.
Yeah.
But like sweet candy, so like I don't consider chocolate candy. I consider it chocolate.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Correct.
so candy, I like what's an example? Sweet tarts.
Mm-hmm.
I eat them from my least favorite flavor color to my most
Are you
favorite.
talking about the roll?
Yeah, or the box,
The kind-
whatever. Yeah, the chalk.
You think those taste different
They do.
by color?
Oh yeah, they have different flavors.
No.
Yeah.
No shot.
Try a yellow sweet tart and then try a blue one. Tell me they don't taste the same.
Oh,
or tell me
okay.
they taste
But
different.
I think
Tell
pink,
me they don't taste different.
pink to blue taste the same. Purple
No.
and yellow taste different.
No. No. They all taste different.
No. There's no way. I do agree. I forgot yellow is very like lemony tart.
Yeah, lemony tart.
Lemony tart. And then purple's very grape tart.
Let me think of a better example. Mike and Ike's. I love Mike and Ike's. I eat them in
You lost me.
order
The
of
candy
least,
conversation.
yeah,
Again.
least favorite to most favorite.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I always, and that's like all my candy like favorites are all the same color. So I will always start with if there's orange, orange. If there's purple, purple comes before orange because purple is dog shit. Nobody wants grape flavored anything.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So let's assume there's not purple. It'll go orange, then yellow, then green, and then all of the reds. Doesn't matter if it's pink or red. I just eat all of them, all of the varieties of red at the same time. And then if there's blue, blue is last. Blue is the best, so blue is always last.
Do you do the same thing with food? Food, like
No.
your dinner table?
No. I don't have autism.
Do you, do you have a preference of what you eat? Do you have a preference of what you eat, like first to last when you're eating?
If I'm eating food, the only example I have, I think, is if I get like fast food, I will have all of my French fries before I touch anything else.
What?
Yeah. So
I'm the
like,
complete opposite
like the other,
way.
like a couple weeks ago, when you bought Chick-fil-A, I
Yes.
ate all of the French fries before we
Yes.
started recording, and then I ate the
Yes.
chicken while we were recording.
That's crazy. I fill up on the sides.
So did
I always eat sides last. I always eat the main
See,
entree.
but then
or,
you
like,
end
the
up
main meat
tossing the
first.
sides.
But I don't.
You finish everything?
Yes.
I thought you just said you fill up on the sides. So how could you possibly?
Because I know it doesn't make any sense, but like I prioritize if I only want. I don't know, that's not true. Sometimes I only want the sides. It's just like I will make room
Yeah.
for the sides, especially if it's like fries or like any form of
Okay.
potato, like mashed potato.
Gross.
I'm sorry. Mashed potatoes are the best form of potato.
No.
Correct.
French fries, the best form of potato. Yes.
No.
Specifically,
Actually,
curly fry.
curly. That's also not the best form of fry. Waffle.
We'll do we're introducing
yeah,
a new
this
segment
is
today,
not.
but this will be the next.
This should be
Yeah.
one later down. Yeah.
We'll get to the new segment
Might get
momentarily, but no, yeah, the best form is fry.
Curly fried. No.
And
Not even roasted potatoes or like a loaded baked potato.
I don't like loaded baked potatoes because I don't like most things that go on it.
But,
Sour
like,
cream, cheese,
I don't either.
gross.
My loaded baked potato is just
Butter and bacon.
butter, bacon, green
Green
onion,
onions.
gas, and then if possible, like grilled chicken
On a potato?
on the potato.
Sign me up.
It's good.
Okay,
it's
no.
good. You
Fry, and then like roasted like red potatoes, just like boiling in a vat of butter.
for sure.
Sign me up. But mashed potato is
That is
dead
such
last.
a hot.
The
take.
only thing above mashed potato, or the only thing that might be below mashed potato, is a tater tot.
I even forgot about tater
I
tots.
hate tater tots.
I like tater tots.
Disgusting.
I think tater tots need more, like, to have something for them to be good. Like, be covered in some kind of spice or covered
Yeah.
in some kind of something.
Yeah, like if you make it
Otherwise-
like a loaded sort of tater, like yeah,
definitely.
like toss some bacon,
like
some
a
green
like
onions,
nacho
some butter
version
on there.
of exactly
Some meat.
the only things we eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I put Old Bay on my tater tots.
I can see that.
The same thing as me going back to my crab boil conversation. Putting Old Bay on everything.
Yeah.
Old Bay on tater tots is really good because it's just like Old Bay fries.
Yeah.
That's normally. Otherwise, I don't like them when they're way too plain.
Interesting. Yeah, no, fries are the best, but I will eat French fries first always. McDonald's, Burger King. I don't eat Burger King, but McDonald's, Chick-fil-A,
Wherever you have
Arby's.
fries.
Anywhere you get fries are first. Even when I get like when I buy lunch at work, I usually I'll buy like chicken nuggets and fries because it's cheap. I will eat all of the French fries and then I will eat the chicken nuggets.
That's so wrong.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. That's just. I've never heard anyone who eats the whole entire side first.
Yeah, I've never met anybody who does that either.
And like not even like a little here, a little there. Like you just.
If I get a burger and
That's
fries, I will
crazy.
eat all of the French fries, to the point where, like you said, you get filled up on it. And then when it comes to like the burger. Because it isn't just fast food. Like at a restaurant too. If I
Right.
order a burger and fries, I'm eating
Right.
all of the fries. And then because that way, like I know I'm gonna toss the fries. If I don't finish the fries, I'm tossing them because fries are never good reheated. Um,
So why wouldn't you want to save those for last so you're not tossing
no, because
the main part of your
I'm
meal?
not tossing the main part of the meal. That's the thing.
You're
I'll
taking it
bring home a burger.
But you're gonna let it get cold and therefore not taste good. Like if you have a steak and fries or whatever,
Yeah.
or like chicken and fries, and you eat all the fries,
Yeah.
your chicken tenders are gonna get completely cold.
While I'm eating the fries?
Yeah,
No, they're not.
colder.
Sure, but so will the French fries. And I'd rather eat cold chicken than cold French fries.
I mean, I just don't. No, you're wrong.
No.
Actually.
No, I'd rather cold French fries are awful.
Yeah, but like, you wouldn't. You could eat them like intermittent.
Like have a bite, go to
Yeah.
fries. Yeah, that's how most people do. But unfortunately,
I can't believe curly fries is your best form of potato. That is so bizarre.
hands down, without a doubt.
That is so bizarre. The fact maybe okay, everyone loves fries, so I get that. But the fact that mashed potatoes are so far down on your list,
I despise mashed potatoes. They might be the worst food. And you know how much I hate cheese.
yeah,
Mashed potatoes might be the worst food.
worse than cheese.
They might be. Cuz I'll
Cool.
eat some cheese.
That's
I will not eat some mashed potatoes.
that blows my mind. I could pound a whole pot of mashed potatoes. Like, it's so good.
Gross.
No, it's so good.
No, it's not.
That's crazy.
It's
So what do you do at
awful.
Thanksgiving then?
Don't eat mashed
Cry?
potatoes.
You just don't live.
I just don't eat mashed potatoes.
Wow.
I will typically cuz I host Thanksgiving a lot.
Mhm.
So I will usually make a form of potato that I like. Or somebody will like cuz it's always like, bring food
Yeah.
obviously. Somebody will be like I'll volunteer to make mashed potatoes. I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to make them because I'm not eating them." So like I'll
Wow.
make again like roasted
Yeah.
roasted potatoes.
You make the bird?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mm.
Last year I made 2 turkeys.
Dang.
Yeah.
I made one last year. I was very proud of myself.
Yeah?
hmm First time I ever made a bird.
Yeah, I made two 15-pound birds last year. Might have been 2 20-pound birds last year. There's no way I made.
Dang.
I don't know. Either way, it's a lot.
You have that many people here?
Oh my god, yeah.
Holy cow, that's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah. I can host.
That's
I'm a big
impressive.
party thrower.
That's impressive. Yeah, I did not go. Sorry.
I noticed. It's fine.
I have my own Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Let's shift the table that way ever so slightly. I feel like every time I lean back, I'm just out of the frame.
Yeah.
Whoa. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, it makes me feel happier with
Okay.
life.
It's, this isn't centered.
When has that ever been?
Well,
Do we want to go to the new segment?
Yeah,
the
let's
thing
do
that
it,
Lauren
let's
came
do
up with
it.
an idea. Was this your idea?
I mean, other people have done it before, so I'm not going to claim credit.
It was your idea for this.
but it was my idea for this,
Okay,
for us to do.
go ahead.
So basically, we're going to do a draft. I don't know how else to describe it. Potentially, we'll see how it goes.
It's what's that? There's a podcast that I see on TikTok all the time, but they almost always do like weird drafts like this, where they pick like a random topic and they do draft picks of their top 5 whatever, like,
Right,
favorite
right.
holidays, favorite.
Right, they'll do favorite things, and they'll pick like I saw one time they did letters of the alphabet, and actually talk as if they were like serious players. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna be a great power forward. Like, it's gonna be a good play. Obviously, we're not gonna talk like that,
Yeah.
but it's just funny. It's just interesting to kind of see our opinions on things.
Yeah.
And we're starting off really strong with a really stupid topic.
I don't think it's stupid. I think it's
picked
got
it
a lot of
out.
potential.
We got really excited over it over the last week because we
Yeah.
kept running into each other and talking about it, but not like telling each other what we've picked so far.
Yeah.
But realizing we're much more into it than we thought we were
Yeah.
gonna be in terms of like, wait, it's actually kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
You
so
wanna-
so the topic this week, and this is going to be a weekly thing that we're doing. We're going to try and make it weekly unless we can't come up with a topic. But this week's topic is 5-letter words that start with the letter T. So they have to start with T. They have to be 5 letters. So we're
Mhm.
thinking Wordle words.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I can't say it fast again. I messed this up. the
Wordle
other day.
words.
Wordle words. That's as fast.
Also,
as I
what's your
can
go-to Wordle starting word?
I do audio.
That's a good one.
Or
That's a lot of vowels.
That or adieu.
Like the French
Yeah.
for goodbye? Or
That don't quote me on that, but
what the fuck is that French for?
I don't know, but it counts as a word, and that gets a ton out.
Yeah.
Yeah, audio is
A
really
D I E U.
yeah,
Good word.
yeah.
I barely play Wordle anymore, but
I used to play a lot, but I
Riley starts with
behind.
canoe a lot.
Oh,
Or
canoe's pretty good.
always she starts with canoe.
Canoe's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do audio and I do truck. I do 2 throwaway words.
What if it's audio one day?
Well, then
It's not a throwaway word.
then I win. And then if it's truck the second time, I win. But yeah, I do audio and truck. And that gets out a lot of like main words. And
Wait. Audio then truck. You do 2 U's right off the bat.
Or sometimes I think I've done trick before.
That's 2 I's then.
I know. What do I do? I do something different. Maybe I do trek. No, that's not. There's no C. in
Trek's
it.
a word.
Is it though?
Trek,
It's-
yeah. No,
it's
TREK.
K. I don't know what I do. Maybe I do
2 U's.
use and call it a day.
Well, but you get a lot of consonants that way.
Yeah, common ones.
Yeah. Anyways, do we want to get into this?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Do you want to go with your first pick?
Yeah.
So what we've done is we've picked 10 each, and we are gonna go back and forth, right? You get first pick, I get.
Yeah,
then
we're gonna
my
do
first pick.
like a regular
draft.
draft pick where my number 1, if I say it and it happens to be his number 1, he
I
now
have to go to my
can't-
number 2.
He's gonna have to do his number 2 as his number 1.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and like mark it on your thing or whatever to think about it.
Yeah.
And if I say like you're number 4,
I genuinely don't think that I will have any of the same as you.
I don't know. I'm very curious.
Now, we did the other day, we talked about this, and I said I've got my number 1. I couldn't think of any others, but I had my number 1. Lauren's pretty confident that she's got my number, or that she knew what my number 1 was.
But
So I'm gonna let you say your number 1, and then I
feel
want
like
you to
you've changed yours.
and then I have not changed mine. And then I want you to say what you think my number 1 is.
All right.
So
All
you go
right.
with your number
See,
1
I'm
pick
probably
first.
wrong. I feel like you've changed it.
I have not.
or-
Since we talked the other day, this is the same number 1 pick.
All right. So my number 1 pick is gonna be toxic.
Good. That's a good one.
Is that on
not
your
on my
top 10?
list?
Not even on your top
Not on my
10?
top 10.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a good. Toxic is a good. I tell you what. I looked at that for a long time.
Really?
It probably is number 11 for me.
That was my
you
number
just
1.
missed the
You
just missed the cut.
cutoff.
Yeah.
Man, that's rough. That's rough. I'm glad I picked him up. He's a good player.
I feel like that makes sense for you though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's very. I use it a lot.
Yeah.
I embrace it a lot, so
Mhm.
it really speaks to me.
Yeah.
Um,
And do you want to guess at what my number 1 is?
I just don't. I don't think I'm right, but I'm very curious. Oh, it's on my list.
Is it on your list?
Yeah.
Is it a top 5?
No,
Do you want me to just go
it's
for
my
it?
number 6. Yeah.
Oh,
go for
okay.
it.
My number 1 pick, without a doubt, it was so easy, is Titty.
Yeah, that was my number 6. I called it. I knew you were gonna do that. Yeah, that's my number 6 choice.
You cannot be a straight man and not go with Titty as your number 1 5-letter word that
It-
starts with T.
And now, putting all things aside,
My number 2, by the way, was almost Tatas. Just to double
that
down.
is not. That doesn't count as a word.
That's why I didn't put it.
You only do all different forms.
All
of,
different forms of boobs.
you would have had your whole team done. You would have.
If we ever do 5-letter words that start with B, boobs is number 1.
Noted. Yeah, I mean it's a
It's a solid word.
he's a great player.
Yeah, everybody
No,
loves
the
a good
thing
titty.
is,
Men, women, gays,
I just
they all love a good titty.
I was going for like how I like the sound of the words.
That's my next
And I
9.
really
my
like
next
how,
9
like-
are how the rest of the words sound.
Like titty rolls off the tongue, real
Titty
nice.
rolls off the tongue real nice. I'll tell you that right now. Hell yeah.
All right. My number 2,
Mm-hmm.
twist.
Oh shit. No, that was number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 for me.
Okay. So
Twist
you're
was
so
up there,
good.
but
You're so
Twist
good.
is a good.
Twist is another
a good
good
choice.
one. A little inspired by Twisters.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like Twist.
that's a good one.
I like the sound of Twist.
My number 2 is Totem.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not on my list. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, Totem was a last minute like
Totem.
wasn't wasn't in the running. Yeah,
Underdog. I like
came in
that.
hot. So I'm happy with that one.
I'd be very interested if we both get our top fives.
I will also be very interested.
My number 3
Okay.
pick for the 2024 draft.
Yep.
Turbo.
Oh, not on my list at all.
Really?
Not on my list.
Turbo's good.
Turbo is it's a fine word.
You don't like turbo?
It's not. It's no titty.
It's no titty. It's no titty. I put turbo way before titty though.
That's wild. To me. That is so wild. My number 3 is Twine.
I also don't have twine on my
Yeah.
list.
I saw it and I was like, ooh, Twine. I like it.
Twine? Have you ever
Yeah.
used twine before?
Have I ever used Twine? I think.
Have you?
I'm sure I have.
I have.
I'm sure I have.
I have.
What does one use Twine for?
Arts and crafts.
Yeah. Oh, then I've definitely used Twine. No, there's like I grew up on a farm. I've used Twine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You probably made your own
Probably made my own Twine out there just
weaving.
weaving grass together.
Oh my god. Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Talon.
Talon.
Talon,
Like
like
oh, like
talon.
birds. That's a good one. Not on
Yeah.
my list.
Man.
Not on my list
We were
at all.
looking at different
I'm looking at different
5-letter word
words.
lists.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I went to Merriam-Webster. I'll have you know.
Okay.
I used good old Merriam.
I think my number 5 is locked in too.
There's no shot that that our top 5s are not our top 5s. My number 4, Toxin.
Oh, close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toxic almost made it there, and then I saw Toxin, and I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, like a poison? I
Yeah.
love it.
I actually had the same debate in my head. I was
Yep.
like, do I like toxic or toxin more?
Yeah.
And I went with the toxic. Very good choice.
Mhm.
I like that pick.
Yep.
All right, my number 5.
Here we go. To bring it home. Your full team.
Twixt.
I almost picked that. When I put Twine at number 3, Twixt was almost there.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I
Twixt.
was like, nah, that's because it's like betwixt is like really the word.
Yes.
But
yes.
Twixt was on a list of 5-letter words that start with T.
I mean, I just say I saw it on the list. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't even think it. And it made an underdog moment and moved all the way up to 5.
Twixt, I almost picked it at number 3. Twixt is a very good
Wow.
one. Twine wouldn't have made my list if Twixt had actually been picked. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Twine convinced me in the last moment.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
For sure. Interesting.
Yeah, Twixt. That's a good choice for
I'm-
number 5. That's
I'm-
a solid number 5.
I think so. I don't think it's better than. Well, I don't think it's worth number 1, but I think
Yeah.
up there at 5 should
Yeah,
be.
it's definitely not better than Titty, and you put that below it on your list.
Yeah.
I stand a good.
I
Titty.
honestly, I'm still hesitant that Titty's at 6 for me. But with what's under Titty, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, my number 5.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. Thump.
Thump.
Thump. Say that.
Thump.
Yeah,
have
emphasize
the
the
pop.
P. Thump.
Interesting.
That's so. I could say thump. I might moved up to number 4. Oh, now that I'm saying it more,
You're like, hold on.
thump.
Thump.
Yeah, the pop at the
that
end.
pop is
Oh,
nice.
it's good.
Not many words have that. We have completely different like top 10s, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any of those words. I've got some pretty solid honorable
Well,
mentions.
Twist was on my list at number
And
7.
I had Titty at 6.
Yeah,
we
so
had those
with
two.
2 similars. But I will say, should we give an honorable
Yeah,
mention
I
to
mean,
our
we
bottom
got 'em,
5?
since we have a full.
So I'll just go 6 through 10. I'll
Yeah.
just knock them out.
Yeah.
I had Torch,
Mhm.
Twist,
Okay.
Thick,
Mhm.
Taunt,
Mhm.
and then Toast.
Wow, we almost had completely different lists. I have Titty at 6.
Yep.
I have Toast at 7.
I liked Toast
I
because
like
it's like,
Toast. Oh,
I was thinking not the bread, but like the toast. Yeah.
That's why mine's 7. Otherwise, because I thought of it as bread first, and I was like, that's not
I'll tell you
mine.
right,
It's not gonna be
Toast was my number 2 until I saw Totem, and I was like, boom. And that was the one I told you earlier before we recorded. I was like,
Wow,
my
you're
number
like,
2 just changed.
just completely
Yeah.
flipped. Yeah, I love.
I saw some
Totem.
last minute uncovered footage, and of Totem, and I was like,
You're like shit.
Toast, I'm sorry, you're out.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's rough on Toast. He
Yeah.
both got the cut on us. He'll be for another one. That's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, 7 Toast. 8 was Tempo.
Tempo's
Which
good.
I
That's
liked.
very good.
9 was Tiger.
I saw Tiger. I was like,
basic,
eh.
Basic.
Yeah,
but
it's a number 9 for sure.
I love. Yeah, 9 I
Yeah.
thought was nice. And then 10 was Thing.
Oh, Thing. That's
Thing.
good.
Thing, I don't like the sound of, but I like
Thing.
thing.
Yeah,
the
like
word.
thing describes a lot of things.
Everything, if you will.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not a good word.
Yeah.
Like as far as words go,
It's bland.
it is bland.
It's bland. That might
Thing.
not be a bad starter word
Thing.
for Wordle, actually.
Thing.
I get some good.
Probably a good second word.
Yeah. Yeah. It still gives me
Still gives you 2 eyes.
2 guys.
But
Anyways.
so there's
Yeah.
there's our 2024 draft of 5-letter words that start with T, and this will be again. We're not going to only do alphabet.
No, yeah, we're actually gonna do like.
Yeah, we've got a good one. We've got a good
Characters
one already for next week. And
Yeah.
what were we just talking about that we could do again?
I forgot it already.
Oh, best form of potato.
Oh yeah.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, write it down right now. We'll do potato after that.
Best potato.
But yeah, I don't. We'll see where it goes.
if we ever do
find
6-letter words that start with P, by the way, potato, up there.
up there,
Potato.
potato. Man, how many other 6-letter words that start with the P are there that are? Well, we found out a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
With T, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad about totem. That's a good snatch.
Totem is a good one.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Man,
Diamond in the rough.
good pick.
Who'd have
good
thought?
pick, Good pick.
He could be MVP.
He could. That. Yeah. He came
Well,
from
Titty's probably a shoe-in for MVP. Let's be
That's
honest.
expected.
Yeah.
I'm predicting an underdog story
For Totem?
for Totem, potentially for Turbo.
Totem and Turbo are 2 solid picks. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. They were like roommates.
This could keep spiraling.
100%. Yeah, we should probably jump off this train.
Yeah, please.
Train.
No.
Nah, train's just like
I think whatever list I looked at didn't have every single word.
it did not.
Because you're naming words I didn't.
That's
see
why I went to
Totem.
Merriam-Webster.
I-
Were you looking at a box of purple colored words? Were they all in purple backgrounds?
Maybe I was just reading them off the cereal box. To be honest.
Oh, nice.
I just took a random book and I was like, that works.
Yeah, no, I was on one website that had like 25 words, and I was like, this is not enough. And then I went to Merriam-Webster, and that's when I saw Twixt, and I was like, wow,
That's a word.
Twixt is a word,
Yeah, that's probably I
and
think,
it just means between, which
just
is
like betwixt,
betwixt.
but just shortened, which
Yes.
doesn't make sense to me because
Twixt.
you don't say tween.
You don't say tween. I mean, tween is a word, but it doesn't mean.
Doesn't mean
Doesn't
the same
mean
thing as
between, yeah.
Well, it's between being a teen and a kid.
It's true. That is true. It is your
Tween.
tween years.
Tween.
Tween.
Worst years of my life. By
Did
the
you
way.
use tween? No, you used Twixt. I was like,
I
is
used
tween one of your
I
picks?
should have done tween. I hate that though. That's why it's not
Tween.
even on the draft.
Tween it's a
No
crunch.
shot.
It's got a crunchiness to it that I hate.
It's
Tween.
got trauma.
Oh well,
mixed
I
to
guess
it.
Trauma. That's how many 6 letters.
Okay. I was about to
Yeah.
say, oh,
that's
that
a-
would have been a number
that's
one.
a good pick
That would've
right
been a
there.
number pick right there.
No, but it's 6 letters. Trauma. Yeah. Trauma.
I cannot spell. I'm impressed that you can spell that fast.
Got a degree.
Well, yeah, same.
College. Oh.
So, but not in spelling.
Yeah, mine is not in spelling either. Mine's in science. Anyways, so before we jump into anything else that we want to talk about, there's a good chance that everything we want to talk about is just going to be next week's episode.
Yeah.
This is a question I've asked a lot of people, and I forgot, and I don't know how I haven't asked you this before. What is the weirdest place or the most unusual place that you've had, I guess a first kiss, but if you don't have a weird first kiss, then any
Ooh.
kiss. What's the weirdest place you've kissed somebody?
I haven't had any first kiss.
I just mean any weird first kisses.
I'm trying to think. What's the weirdest first kiss? Ugh, it's always parking lots, which pisses me off.
Why is that such a common answer for women?
Could we get attacked?
I have because we are constantly being
We're
kissed in parking
constantly
lots.
being attacked. Man, actually, I don't. I have to run through a lot of first dates. Hold on. I have to
Do
think.
they all end with kisses?
Most of them. do.
90%.
Yeah, I would say 90% is a pretty good guess.
Okay.
80 to 90%.
Wow. If you had to just like ballpark a number of first kisses that you've had,
I have a list.
what in the world?
Total kisses, not like with one person, but total people I've kissed.
Yeah, you just keep track every time you kiss somebody.
Yeah, 33.
33 first kisses.
Yeah.
How many first dates?
Not 33.
Way more than 33?
Way under.
Way under 33.
Probably around 20.
So you're first kissing people without a date.
Yeah. Kissing people in the bar and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or like when I was in college, like at a frat.
Yeah.
I've got ones that just have a question mark under it, or that just say like a frat question mark.
You don't know a name.
Yeah, I didn't know the name. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, but yeah.
How long have you been keeping this list?
Since my very first kiss
What's his name?
in high school, I'm not gonna disclose that information.
What's the letter start? What's the first letter?
D.
Dylan?
No,
Donald.
I'm not gonna
Donald.
say these. We're still
David.
besties though. Not David. I don't like that name. But I haven't had any weird locations for them though.
It's not
Again,
Dylan?
most of them. No, I've never kissed a Dylan.
Okay.
I not yet. I don't know. Where's the weirdest place you've had a kiss?
So again, similar to you, first kisses, I don't think I've had any weird ones.
Yeah.
Weirdest place I've kissed somebody though. God, it's hard to think of like weird as opposed to just like
More obscure than just like at
Your
your
couch,
house. Yeah,
yeah.
on your couch. I
um.
have to think about that. For
How many
a
times you kissed
while.
somebody on a couch?
Oh, I don't even know.
32.
32. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah. Cause like I don't like things that aren't unusual. Car,
Yeah.
bedroom,
Yep.
couch.
Yep. Like in any of your house, like a kitchen or whatever.
Yeah.
Any part of your house.
Any part of your house or your vehicle. Movie theater, also not unusual.
Yeah.
But I have had many. I've actually had, I think, majority of my first kisses have been in movie theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
I have only been on maybe 2 movie theater dates in my entire life.
I've been on 3,
Okay.
and I think all of them involved kissing. And that's the majority of my first kisses right there. My list of first
How
kisses,
many first kisses have you had?
way less than 33. Mine might be 7. I guess that's not a majority. If 3's the
Yeah, you're doing your math wrong
Shit,
there.
yeah.
Science man over here. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I can't think of
Do you know where the most common kiss has been?
the parking lot.
Oh, you said that already. Parking
Yeah,
lot.
it's definitely probably parking lot.
Out inside or outside a car,
Outside a car.
like lingering at the car before you leave.
Yeah. Which
Your car or their car?
Mine. I drive.
Yeah,
Because I like, this is like a control problem.
yeah.
I like
Like if you
to-
gotta bail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to have my car with me.
Yeah.
And just for comfort reasons. So it's normally my car. Or like walking me to like my apartment or whatever.
Outside the door.
Yeah. Ugh, so basic.
Yeah.
So basic. I hate it. But yeah.
I've had one kiss outside like a girl's front door. I don't
Her
think-
like house.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think I've ever
Oh, maybe
had.
like in the car though too, but not first kisses.
Oh my god, I've had several kisses in a car.
Yeah.
Never a first kiss.
Yeah.
Oh god,
I
I've
hate
never
that.
had.
That's one of the things I have the most anxiety about on like the first like 5 dates, like not even just first date, but like first 5 dates with someone is like, what do you do in the car scenario of like, do you hug, do you kiss, like
The
when
hug's
you,
tough.
yeah,
Hugging in a car
is awful,
super
it's awful.
awkward.
So like on the first date, you're like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, or like when you're walking to the car, like, are you gonna hug or kiss beforehand? When like, oh my god, the leaving after a date. That's this leaving, whether you leave or not. That's like where all my anxiety. I crush dates. As I said
Yeah.
before, I love going on dates because I love talking to people and meeting people and things like that. Then I get to that last like 5 minutes and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, you're like, what happens
panic.
now?
I panic and I don't know why. I'm fine the entire time until then.
I think it's because of it's not like you're nervous to kiss them or hug them or whatever.
Right.
It's the not knowing
How
how
they're
it's gonna go.
Right. Or like how they're gonna like what they're like reciprocate with.
Yeah, like
You
is this
know?
is this a guy who's just gonna like go for it right off the
Right.
gusto, just fucking
Right.
yeah, or is it somebody who's gonna like me, who's gonna be a nervous little bitch and just stand there until nothing happens? Yeah, yeah. No,
you
I
sit there and
can't.
watch and you're like,
I
okay,
cannot
bye.
tell you. There was one time, I will tell the story without giving names away. There was a girl that I went on a first date with to a movie, um, and did not make a move
Uh-huh.
in this movie. Just watched the whole movie.
Right, you just
Yeah. Pretty sure the movie
What movie?
was Madagascar.
Okay.
I think the second one.
Sure. Great one.
Yeah, to just age myself a little bit there.
Okay, heard. Ooh.
Yeah, I was in high school.
I was a child.
Yeah. So we went to the movie theater. It was a double date. So it was my first date with this girl, and we went with our friends who were in a relationship for like a year at this point.
Okay.
Double date.
Heard.
Afterward, again, didn't make a move. So afterwards, we go to Target. What do you do?
Sure.
Yeah, naturally. So we went to Target.
Did you hold her hand?
No.
No.
Yeah, because it was like a task to get this girl to agree to go on a date with me. It was like one of those ones I'd been like working a long time on.
Gotcha.
And so she finally agreed, but I didn't want to like ruin it. So I was like, I'm not gonna make a move. Well, it turns out I found out at Target that she wanted me to. So I dropped the ball big time.
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
So what did we do? We went to go see another movie.
That night?
That same
back,
day. We
right
went
after-
movie, Target, back to the movie theater.
So you could make a move.
So I could make a move
At the theater.
at the theater.
That's bizarre. Just go to your house.
We were in high school.
Yeah, go to your basement or whatever.
My basement is not a finished basement, so it's like a weird thing.
But the movie theater's in public.
Yeah, you sit in the back row.
Oh god.
Have you ever made out with somebody in a movie theater?
No, not really.
Really?
I don't like that.
You love movies.
As a movie buff, I am also just locked in on the movie. I would have been so into Madagascar 2 to just
Yeah,
watch
well,
it.
I was.
And
I
if
watched
they were,
the
like-
entire movie without. I will tell you, I don't remember what the second movie was. I don't remember what you went to go see.
It's Escape to Africa, where they go to.
No. I'm saying I don't know what the second movie we went to go
The other
see
movie. Oh,
was.
because you were preoccupied.
I was focused on the making a move part.
Oh my god.
Well, because at that point it was like so awkward because like
Now it was
she had-
planned.
her and my friend had they separated in Target to talk about the fact that I was a pussy. And I was with the guy. And then we switched. So she went with the guy and I went with my
Yeah.
friend. And she was like, "Joe, you got it." She wanted you to make a move. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, shit, what do I do now?" And she was like, well, "I don't know, like let's go see another movie." And I was like, "That's a good idea."
That is insane.
And so like we all grouped up knowing that we were all talking about this. And I
Yeah.
was like, "So who wants to go see the movie?"
See, this makes me.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Oh,
A sophomore.
Was that your first kiss ever?
No.
When was your first kiss? Real first kiss.
Eighth grade.
8th grade? That's
My
pretty
like
young.
legitimate like first girlfriend was in the 8th grade.
Interesting.
She was in the 7th grade.
Whoa there. Okay, that's scary.
Yeah. And then that did not last long. I think I
Probably.
had my first kiss with her. Don't remember though. The first kiss that I really remember was my what I call my first official girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because like in middle school, like do those really
None
count?
of those count.
So my first
right.
official girlfriend was my freshman year of high school.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I kissed a lot of ladies prior to that. I was a player in elementary
You
school.
said you. Oh, okay. I was like, you said you literally kissed 7 people.
Yeah, no.
You're
In
talking about
elementary school.
Yeah.
Like little.
Oh yeah, if I count that.
I had like 3 girlfriends at the same time in kindergarten. Yeah,
Whoa. Were you supposed to get married to any of them?
100%.
Did you guys have a wedding?
I actually just found out. Actually, she was a guest on the podcast not too long ago, and I can if she won't listen to this, but if she ever does, she'll know exactly who she is that I'm talking about. Because I this was like my best friend since pre-K. Had a huge crush on her my entire childhood. Everybody,
Dang.
like our parents thought we were gonna get married, end up together.
Yeah.
She recently got married like a year ago. Just saw on Facebook yesterday or Instagram yesterday that she is now pregnant. They're expecting their first child. Very happy for her. Love her to death. He's a great guy.
Congrats.
Very happy for them.
But
Heartbroken.
Yeah, that's hard to look at. That's tough. I can't imagine what you're going
But no,
through.
she was my
Your
she
first
was
wife?
she was my first my first non-real girlfriend.
In what grade?
Pre-K.
Pre-K. Okay, word. Dang.
Yeah. I think
that's
I think I
serious.
called her my girlfriend officially in kindergarten.
Okay.
But I was
sure.
at the same time as like our other best friend. So it was
Yeah.
me, I'll just say her name, Jessica and Marissa. The 3 of us were like the 3 fucking best friends that anybody could have.
Yeah.
And they were both my girlfriends.
Interesting. Wow.
But there were a lot of others mixed in
Okay.
there.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
I did not.
And one of them was a adult woman. An
Oh.
adult woman. yeah.
Oh, a babysitter? or something?
No, I don't think she ever babysat us. She was like a friend's mom.
Oh.
And so I told my mom that she was my girlfriend, and they I never lived
They
it
went
down.
with it?
Yeah, I
They were
never
like,
lived it down up until
"Oh,
I
man."
to the point where like now my mom probably doesn't remember.
Uh-huh.
But if I were to mention her name, which I don't know her name anymore, but
Yeah.
if I were to somehow bring her up, my
Yeah.
mom would be like, "Oh my
Oh,
God, you're a
it's your
girlfriend."
girlfriend.
It's yeah.
That's wild. I did not date anyone in elementary school.
Oh.
I had a kiss in kindergarten with a kid at his birthday party. It was my birthday present to him.
So many kisses in kindergarten.
Yeah.
We're
well,
plastered
there were
upon
more.
Joey.
That's crazy.
Yeah, every day after lunch,
I
Marissa would come up to me and give me a kiss.
A kiss kiss?
No, we were in kindergarten.
I know, but
Cooties.
like a pet. Yeah.
She would give me a kiss on the cheek.
Okay. That's so cute.
Yeah, every day after lunch. But
Man.
again, because I had multiple girlfriends, I had to choose.
Wow.
And so I
Did
told
you,
them
like,
all.
plan out who was gonna kiss when?
Oh no.
Oh.
I told them one day after lunch, right before nap time. I was like, listen. I was like, I can't keep having 3 girlfriends.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's a lot
It's
to
a lot to
handle.
maintain.
Especially for,
Yeah,
you're a busy man.
For
as a
6-year-old me. Yeah,
That's a lot.
Yeah,
I don't
I have
blame you.
priorities, and nap time is one of them.
That is one of them.
So I told them all. I was like, I will make a decision. At some point, I don't know when the deadline was.
Wow.
But I
Wow.
think
How'd they handle that?
I don't remember.
I feel like they probably cried.
But I'm almost positive that I ended up choosing Marissa
Interesting.
because she was the one that was giving me the smooches after lunch
yeah,
every day.
that's got you gotta
Gotta
get
love a
that.
good smooch.
You gotta love a good post lunch
Yeah.
smooch, pre-nap smooch.
Yeah,
That's
but
great.
I shot my shot with the other one, Jessica. I shot my shot with her in 7th grade.
Mm.
I I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna ask her out on a date.
Yeah.
I'm going for it. Everybody knew that I had a crush on her. Everybody
Yeah.
knew I was madly in love with her.
Sure.
She knew. Again, it was not an unknown fact.
Obvious.
So I asked her out, and she said no.
That's traumatic. It's
And-
because you picked.
Well,
Marissa.
probably, yeah. But you know,
That was
her
uncalled
reasoning,
for.
and let me just like give you a little bit more backstory. Our friendship was so like the 3 of us was so strong that like we would do like 3-way calls every day after school, like on a
Sure.
regular basis. We would do
Sure.
3-way calls. Like that's how close the 3 of us were.
That's nice.
And so from the 7th grade, you know, I go to ask Jessica out. She says no. The reasoning, I think I called her too. And like nowadays, I don't call anybody. Fucking, if you call me, I might just off myself.
Really?
I hate
you
phone
hate
calls.
phone calls because of this?
No,
Oh.
maybe,
just in
maybe it's
general.
like deep
Maybe-
seated.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, this sounds like a childhood trauma moment.
But I
here
called her.
that we're
I asked her if
unpackaging.
she would go on a date with me, and she said no. Over the phone, she said no. And then she told me, like, I took it well. You know, I was a trooper. But she told me that she used to have a crush on me too, but that she
Oh,
stopped having a crush on me last year. So in the 6th grade.
wonder
And
why.
I
Did
don't
she
know.
say why?
No, she didn't say why. She just like just grew
Interesting.
out of it. I didn't man up and ask her out sooner.
Wow.
So I missed my window of
You missed
opportunity
your window.
for
Wasn't meant to be.
for 6 years. Longer than that, I had an opportunity to ask her out, and I never did. 7th grade, I was like, I'm gonna do it, and she was like, not interested anymore.
Dang, That's crazy.
And I never had a shot again.
That's crazy.
And
I
we
need-
went to, I mean, from pre-K all the way to our senior year of high school, we were in the same school together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad. Are you sad? Do you still?
When I really think about it, now I'm like so happy for her, right? Like she's been with this guy since high school.
Yeah.
So like unbelievably happy for her.
Sure. But like, look at
When
like,
they started, but when I when I
middle
look
school
back,
self of you being like, man.
depressed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ruined you.
When they started dating in high school, that's when it was hard for me.
Ooh, interesting.
That's when I was like, oh, there goes my opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Couldn't be me. I did not.
You didn't have somebody in high school that you were like madly in love with?
Not really. No.
Wow.
I
think
sorry to
every-
my high school boyfriends.
Yeah.
But that's true. I'd never been in love before. So
Wow.
yeah. So I didn't have anything like that. Like the people I
To
dated.
this day, you've never.
To this day, like period. I've never been in love before. Period. I have some like past people from
People
like.
tell me that I toss the word love around way too much.
See, I'm very, very cautious about it
Yeah.
because people toss it around to me very quickly.
That
and
makes
I was
sense. You're somebody that a lot of guys fall in love with quickly.
like, correct.
Yeah, like
correct,
first date, they're like, I love you.
Correct.
Yeah.
I've had 2 weeks is the shortest amount of time after talking to someone.
I don't think I've ever told a girl after 2 weeks. I
Yeah.
think my shortest is a month.
On average, it's 3 months, 2 to 3 months. I get
Whoa.
that very commonly.
That makes sense. It just makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm a catch, but that is so mean.
And you're so modest about it too.
No, but like, I don't know. I've never said it back to anyone. I've never said it.
What
to
do
any-
you say when they say it to you? I've always wondered this because I've never
Thank
said it to
you.
a girl and not had it said back to me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, but
I'm a
I
catch.
think that's.
You know what? I wait
cruel
until I
if
know
you
the
don't
girl.
mean it.
I know I wait until I know the girl loves me and then I say it.
Okay. So I see that's smart. I would hate to say it and not mean it because it would hurt more in the end if
Like
we
you don't
were
want to say it out
end.
of like courtesy.
Correct. I refuse because
You
it's
say
just
thank you.
yeah. Be like yeah. It's the worst thing in my yeah. I hate it. Trust me.
I'll tell you right now. All jokes aside, if I ever was a guy that told you that I love you and you said thank you back, that night I'm ending my life.
I sometimes will go in for like a kiss or something afterwards too. Like it's the worst 5 seconds of my life. But
He
like
says I love you and you're like, aw.
yeah. What else am I? What would you say if someone was like, "I love you so much," and you had no
I don't think I've ever been told I love you without me saying it back.
right? Yeah. See,
I don't
It's-
think I've ever been the second to say I love you.
there's no like you don't know what to do in that moment. It's like deer in headlights. What do you
2
do?
weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks was bad.
How much time spent together in those 2 weeks?
It was consistent time. It was like a good like every other day, every day type thing. We were hanging out. So like in that sense, it's like a good amount of time spent together.
Yeah.
But I was like, like I don't know.
How old were you?
This was in college.
Oh, so like recent.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, like 4 years ago.
That's recent.
I guess.
It wasn't like freshman year of high school,
Yeah.
which was, by the way, for me, 14 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 years ago. I've had people say like they really, really, really care about me and stuff after like only like 2 or 3 dates and stuff.
What do you mean really, really, really care about you?
Like this is not
They're
like
like, I adore you so
no,
much.
No, like see, this is different than saying like I love you, but it's different than just like showering in compliments and stuff. Just being like, I care about you a lot, and like I want to be with you for like the rest of my life type thing. Which is basically saying I love you in cursive writing.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
in a different font. Like quite literally, like
In a lot more letters.
correct. And I'm just like, oh, because I don't feel the same. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't fall, and I think a lot because it happens a lot. I don't fall for people that easily.
Yeah.
Because that scares me. Because I'm like, do
You
you
have commitment
really-
issues. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Oh, I know that. Loud and proud.
Let's really break this
For
down.
sure. Yeah, we're having a therapy session. Here we go. No. I don't like that because that makes me feel like it's not true or like it's just like a high. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you're just on like a dating me high, and then your high is gonna come down in like a year, and you're not gonna like me as much. or
Typically
something
3
like that.
months. That's like the amount of time you can hold up a facade.
Which is how I've dated someone. The longest time I've dated someone is 4 to 6 months.
That's wild.
Yeah, I've never been in a relationship longer than 6 months. That's the longest.
For a
one.
long time, that was also my longest. Like my first girlfriend, my first official girlfriend in my freshman year of high school, that was 6 months, 6.5, because we like got back together and then she broke up with me at a party, which is like a birthday party nonetheless. Yeah.
Icky.
Yeah. And then for a long time, that was my longest relationship, was 6.5 months. All of them
Wow.
just didn't make it to that point.
Wow. Yeah, no,
um,
I couldn't.
And then I hit then I like got to a year,
that's pretty good.
and then that ended
I
at a
can't
party
wait.
nonetheless. Yeah, I get broken up
You
with.
gotta stop going to parties.
I gotta stop going to parties with girlfriends. That's what I
Yeah,
really need to do.
Yeah. Just leave it at home. That'll go over well.
And then I hit a year and a half, and then I made it to the 2 year mark, and
That's
then it
significant.
kept
That's-
going.
yeah.
I was like 2.5 years was my is currently my longest.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I could not do that. That scares me. And
Yeah.
all my friends that are gonna be listening, they're gonna be like, "Yep."
The length of the relationship is not the part that scares me. What scares me is the time, or like the after that relationship ends, right? Like so 2.5 years is or was my longest, is currently is my sitting longest, but like
Yeah.
obviously no longer with that person.
Right.
So it's like that after part. That's the part that like what do you do now? Like you just spent the last 2.5 years of your life with somebody.
Yeah, that's true. You're
How do
gonna
you be an individual again? And that's the part that I really
struggle with?
struggle with.
Interesting.
Every time a relationship ends, I forget how to be
you go back to being like, what?
an
now?
individual. Yeah.
Interesting. I think I'm too stubborn as an individual that I like don't let it happen. Like I don't get to that point
Yeah.
where I start to depend. Again,
I
6
think
months short.
my like, just to get like unusually deep for a second, I think in between just about every relationship, my like almost entire personality has like shifted in a degree.
Really?
Yeah, because I just like, especially the longer ones, like ones that lasted like 2-3 months, like nothing really changes in that time.
Right.
But like 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, 2.5 years,
Interesting.
like I have just like kind of changed who I am because of like what happened over the
You
past year and a
grew.
half. Yeah.
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 You
So
grew
I
as a
had to like
person.
really just like change something about myself. And so I
Wow.
think after every long enough relationship that I've had, 6 months or longer, I have just like had a personality shift to
Interesting.
hopefully be new and improved for the next lady that rolls around.
Good God. Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. No.
I think right now I'm at like peak Joe.
this
only
is your
downhill.
peak.
Yeah, it's only downhill from here.
This is definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like I definitely peaked like a year ago.
Yeah.
I've been down. All right, you didn't hesitate either.
No.
We're downhill from here.
I think you've got a long. You're what, 23?
Mhm. Yeah, I'm already,
Your peak is years away.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I feel like I'm already rotting.
That's the alcohol speaking.
That is not the alcohol speaking. I'm getting old.
No, you're not. I'm 28. Go fuck yourself.
That's not even that old.
Thanks. Appreciate it. What's the oldest guy you've ever dated?
28 actually.
How old were you?
Actually I haven't okay, dating is
What's the stipulation you're about to say?
I've talked to. I'll use that terminology. Because I didn't actually officially become boyfriend girlfriend. How about that?
Okay.
Boyfriend, you know what I mean?
What's the oldest guy you've hooked up with?
28.
Okay.
28.
Let's just cut the. Let's
Yeah.
just chop off the training
Yeah.
wheels here.
Back in college.
It's not a family podcast.
Yeah. Back in college, I hooked up with a 28-year-old and like
And you were
22, 21.
6 years. Wow. 7 years.
20,
Wow.
21, 22-ish age. I keep forgetting how long ago college was and how not that long ago it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then like not that long ago, also another 28-year-old. So less of an age gap.
Yeah.
But just still 28.
It's common for women, I think, to go for older men.
Yeah, I suppose.
More mature. Supposedly more mature.
You would think.
You hope.
Unfortunately, I'm still single, so not quite.
Yeah. Well, is that also on you?
Yeah, for sure. Again, toxic was my first word. I'm well aware. But in my commitment issues, this is not helping my case at all.
No.
But I don't know. Age is not that scary to me.
Age is but a number.
Age is but a number. But I don't think it.
What's
your age range?
Less than a year.
In your past, or would you? I guess you would now,
my
but,
age
like,
range now. I would go. See, so like the older part doesn't matter as much. It's how young would I go is the question that I think a lot of people want to know.
For sure.
I would go no younger.
Watch what you say here.
I would go no younger than. I'm 28. You're 23?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I could
feel
go
like
any younger
with
than 20. I think 24 would
I was
probably
gonna
be
say,
my
I think
limit.
with your stage in life, and this is just me talking out of it,
Yeah.
like someone who'd be in a similar stage of their life. So like at least out of college.
Yeah, I
know
think
what I
that's a big
mean?
part of it. Like, well, I only recently, like last year, I finished school. So like
Yeah.
last year, I think, like had they still been in college, it wouldn't have affected me.
Right.
But yeah, I guess that's a good point. Like now, I'd probably be looking for somebody who's no longer doing school. But it's different because
Right.
like masters, graduates, like people are going for.
Sure, a beyond degree.
Or did I
type.
say graduates? Masters and
Yeah,
graduates. Yeah,
masters and
doctorate.
graduate.
Yeah.
And a post grad. And,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, my thing is like, I am still kind of in that world, I guess, but also
college.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, like for you, I feel like you would probably go as low as 21 because you want
Correct.
somebody who can
I want
still
someone who
drink.
can still go out with me.
So like I'm willing to go lower in age. Like
Mhm.
I'm going to a 4-year gap.
Okay.
Not
Sorry,
4-year
I thought you
old.
meant you younger than 21 for a second. I'm like,
No.
gotcha.
I
yeah. Like
I
a
would
4-year.
I would go 4-year gap. You would shorten yours simply because of how close you are to the drinking age.
Right.
Like it'd be weird for you to date somebody. It wouldn't be weird for you to date somebody 5 years younger than you
Right.
until you start thinking of the fact that that's 18 years old.
Right.
So like it's because you're so close to that young age that for
Right.
you dating somebody 5 years younger than you is weird.
Right.
For me dating somebody 5 years younger than me is you.
Right.
So,
right.
like,
It's still
not
within the
weird.
same like world.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And you're
And-
still in the same like scenario, like working or
Yeah.
whatever.
And on the
Yeah.
older side, God, I don't know, 32, 33, 35.
Really?
I might.
My
If they're attractive.
Mine's at 35. So
Yours at 35?
yeah.
But
That's
again,
my
you're a
max.
woman.
But does that really matter?
It does. Guys will
know.
not go that much older because we are shallow.
Yeah, that's true. But like, you want a cougar?
No. Unless they're a sugar mama. I'm down for that.
Touche.
But like guys will always as we get older, we will always our gap will always extend on this side, on the young side,
Yeah.
not on the old side.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I feel like I don't know, right now 30 to 35 is like little outside of my world. Like we definitely would have different worlds. It's
Lives,
like
yeah.
different lives. So it's kind of like different, but that'd be like, I don't mind that. Anything older than that, I'm still like way too like I
Yeah.
feel like once you hit 30 though, that older age totally like disappears.
Yeah.
Where you have a different lifestyle really.
Yeah.
Unless you're like retired, but retired. Oh, man.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if I were to look at it like if I'm 35 and single, I would like thinking how I think now, I probably wouldn't date anybody older than 40,
Mm-hmm.
but I would date somebody who's
You still date like a
26.
25,
25's low. Like
Yeah.
26, 27, 28, easy.
Yeah, I would say upper 20s for sure.
Yeah, upper 20s are easy.
For sure. I feel like
Um,
a good like 10 to 15 year bubble once you hit like mid 30s.
10 to 15. Like, oh, you mean like
Around, yeah.
radius or
Yeah.
not or a diameter of 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I could
That's-
see that.
That's like common.
Yeah. And if I'm 50 and single,
All bets are
I'm
off.
dating somebody no older than 50. And I'm going 28 still.
Really? Oh my god. See, that's when
But that's
you
the
need
point
to
where it's
date
like I
someone.
hope
You should just
I'm
date like a 90-year-old and they get all
I'm
the
sorry, a
money.
what?
Get all the money at the end. If you're 50 and single,
I thought you said 9-year-old.
no, 90, 90.
I was like, whoa, we gotta slow down here.
90-year-old.
Yeah, but you can't date a 90-year-old because then it's obvious what you're doing. Like if you were to start dating and get married to somebody who is 85, 90 years old,
Correct.
it's obvious what you're doing.
Correct. But what if it's true love?
Yeah. He'll believe it. You'll believe it.
Yeah.
You won't believe it.
I won't
He'll
believe it. What are
believe
you
it.
talking about?
He'll believe it. His family,
We'll
who
take
is
all-
also trying to get his money,
Correct.
will not believe it.
Correct.
And they
So
will.
I would still, but I wouldn't take all the money.
You're going to tell them that?
Yeah. Because I know that's bad.
Hmm.
And they wouldn't let that happen, and I would get written out.
That's why you need to meet somebody now who's 60. And you
Age
got to tough it
together.
out for 30 years. Because then think about it. He dies at 90.
60's old.
You're only going to be 53.
Yeah.
And if you take care of
Getting
yourself,
the money at 53.
you take care of yourself, you're still doing. You could retire early. Actually, you may not even have to work.
Yeah, I was about to say, if I'm already dating someone who's that rich.
Catch somebody who's 65. They're already retired.
Yeah.
He's got. He's
all the
loaded.
benefits and everything.
Neither of you have to work. He dies. You never have to work.
See. Yeah, I don't even know why I go on dates anymore. What am I
Exactly.
doing? I'm
Just
gonna
find
bump
a
up my age a little
Find
bit.
a 65-year-old. There you go.
Oh God. Couldn't be me.
No.
I can't. I couldn't do it. I don't know how people.
I
do
couldn't
it.
see with a 35-year-old though. 35 is just way above you. 12 years.
Yeah. I just don't know where I would meet a 35-year-old in the wild.
The bar.
Yeah, but like that, I don't know.
You don't know where you'd meet a successful and wealthy 35-year-old and not a piece of garbage 35-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are harder to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. I pray that when I'm 35, I'm not still going to sleazy bars and clubs.
Yeah, that's
If I'm at a club where I can't hear anything besides the at 35,
you're in the wrong.
put a bullet in my head,
Yeah,
please.
you're done. You're done.
Please.
You're cut off.
Yeah.
You're done.
When I see old people at a bar and it's not like a football event or a sporting
Right.
event.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about this already?
I don't know. I think because we talked about cowboys.
Yes. Seeing old
Yeah.
people seeing old people at the bar is just uncomfortable.
Yeah, I hate
Especially
it.
for the women. But I stand by women. It's uncomfortable for me too, ladies.
You just get uncomfortable in all social
I
settings.
do get uncomfortable in all social settings. Yes.
You just can't handle anything.
No, I cannot. Big ball of anxiety right here.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. I feel like we've been recording for a hot
We've
minute.
been
What time is it?
chatting.
It's 9:30.
Should we roll trivia?
We could roll
Want
trivia.
to roll some trivia?
Let's do it. That was not the stuff we had ready to talk
No,
about.
I didn't talk about a single thing on my list actually.
Yeah, I'm
besides
sorry.
the draft.
Yeah,
No, we just had a therapy session
we
about our
did.
dating
But it
history.
felt good.
No, we needed to talk this out. I
We had to make something happen.
I personally needed to expose all of my problems to
Yeah,
the
you
whole wide
did.
world.
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna be that single.
That's actually why I
30-year-old.
asked you to be on the podcast, is so we
Sweet.
can
Oh,
really just make sure that you get it all out there. And
good. No,
Yeah.
that's what I was.
your
going
mom
for.
reached out to me.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't she so nice? I'm
Yeah,
glad
we're
she's
dating
working.
now.
What plot twist? I didn't know that. I thought you didn't go for older women.
How old is your mom?
Not disclosing that information.
How old are you? 23?
hmm
Your mom is 50.
Higher.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the baby of the family.
Oh, how old is your oldest sibling?
He's 35.
Your mom is
Do I even know how?
58, 62, 70,
No. no. Okay, whoa
I had to
there.
jump.
Whoa there.
65.
Around that, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mom was also the same age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
but you're
parents are old.
You're old.
Yeah, but I'm also one of the youngest in my family.
Okay, see, that's my scenario. It's like I was the youngest out of like across my whole entire family, like cousins.
Yeah, see, I still
Everyone.
have a younger brother, and he's a year older than you. No,
Dang.
he's 2 years older than you. He just turned 25.
Oh, okay.
And he's 25 to be with him. But my dad just turned 70.
Wow.
Yeah, my parents are old.
Dang, that's crazy.
Sorry, mom. She listens to the
And
podcast.
my mom is beautifully. Your mom listens to the podcast.
Yeah, I hate it.
She's not.
My
gonna
mom,
like you
actually,
either.
shout out. I will say my mom is literally the best person alive. If she even makes it this far in the episode. My mom offered
Joe's
when Kira
mom.
left the podcast. I called my mom and was just like talking about a bunch of stuff, but I told her that the podcast is probably going to end. This is before you said yes.
Mhm.
And my mom said that she would do it with me. My mom offered to do the podcast with me. Yeah.
I
Shout
love
out.
your mom.
Shout out my mom.
Should we have her on?
I would love to have my mom on.
All right.
I told my
tuned.
mom
We're gonna make
no
this
to having her
happen.
on the being the other host because I just like her and I have very different senses of humor.
Sure.
But she thinks it would be a great idea. She thinks people would eat it up on the internet, like two different generations
Yeah,
having a
that's
podcast,
true.
and she's
That's
probably
true.
right.
All right. Well, we'll get her on.
Yeah, we'll get
her on.
Anne-Marie on the podcast.
Mama Joe, we'll get her on.
That is so funny that you called her that
Why?
because in middle school we went on a class trip, and all of my guy friends that they just called her Mama Joe.
Mama Joe.
Yeah.
We
It's
got
so
this.
funny.
got
Okay,
you.
pick a number.
Let's go with 19.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Man, I hate trivia. I'm so bad at
15,
trivia.
18, 19. What planet's 4 largest moons are collectively known as the Galilean moons?
Oh, come on. This is so not fair.
Well, just think of the planets.
Yeah, I don't know much about planets.
Okay.
Fun fact.
I know a lot about planets.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going.
I've got Wait, what the Galileo?
The Galilean moons.
Galilean moons?
If it, and it should that is actually a bit of a hint. But I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like you do.
I don't.
I don't even
I
know.
have two guesses.
I don't even know which planets all have moons. That's the thing. I know a few. I know a few.
I know we do.
We do. But there's only one, so
Yep.
it's not Earth.
Not Earth.
I think.
I'll tell you. I'll give you a hint. It's
I-
none of the first 4 planets. It's not Mercury, Venus, Earth, or Mars.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. Then you're halfway there.
I have 2 guesses. I'm
So
gonna
do
go
I.
with my one guess.
As am I.
Could be my second. Totally could be wrong there.
I'm changing mine.
Damn it. You're gonna change it to the right one.
Okay. What did you say?
Jupiter.
I said Saturn. I had
Saturn's
Jupiter.
my second choice.
Jupiter was mine.
Okay. I think it's
And
Saturn.
here we go. Jupiter. Nicely done.
Mr. Planet Boy over here. Science boy.
I couldn't remember which one would be associated with Galileo. I think it was because he discovered
because
the planet.
yeah.
Yeah.
That threw me off because I was like, oh, maybe it is a fancier trivia question because Jupiter is the one that's known for like the moons. and
Well,
stuff.
see, Jupiter was my guess because it's the largest planet. But then I was like, wait, did Galileo discover Saturn or Jupiter? I couldn't remember. So, there you go. So that ties us. You're 4 on 4.
Wow.
2 weeks to go.
Ooh. This is exciting.
Lauren, where can the people find you?
People can find me on my Instagram. It is lou.mcdonald. That is LUU.McDonald. That's it.
That's it. And your eat of the week?
Oh, shoot. What did I eat this week? I always forget about this. Been there.
Yeah.
My eat of the week, I did not eat well this week. I'll tell you what. I did not eat like real food. Oh, Kraft mac and cheese. I made a fat pot of Kraft mac and cheese.
The little
The
smileys?
smile, I guess, sure.
Yeah.
Just the regular kind.
I don't eat mac and cheese, so
That's the only cheese I eat.
I hate mac and cheese.
I made a pot of it. First time I've had it in a long time.
Milk?
It's really good. Yep.
What kind?
2%?
Oh, cow milk.
Yeah. What other kind of like oat milk? Or
Almond.
whatever? Nah.
I just don't
I
like
don't drink
I don't
much
like
milk.
milk.
I don't drink much milk.
Yeah. So but I do get almond milk.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it's a little bit sweeter
Yeah.
and I like sweet stuff as
Okay,
we've determined.
touche.
Like I'll drink straight up half and half.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. You give me just coffee creamer.
Really? No, couldn't be me.
I once ate a bowl of cereal with half and half in it. Frosted Flakes.
That's actually very delicious. That's very sweet. Did you
It
have a
was-
sugar crash?
I don't think I finished it. I couldn't.
I feel like I would have thrown up.
It was a lot.
That's
We were out of
that's
milk, so I
bad.
had to half and half. My dad always had half and half in the house.
Gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's kinda my
That's how
dad.
my mom is.
Yeah. Big coffee guy, that guy.
All right. Where can I
Uh,
find you?
You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography. My regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky. And my eat of the week. What did I eat this
See,
week?
I can write these
We need to
things
start writing down. Yeah, I ate. I'm going to go with the easy answer. Riley. Oh no, I made chicken Alfredo the other day. Yeah.
Ooh.
And I usually use fettuccine pasta.
Mhm.
The other day I bought penne pasta. So I made it with that instead.
Bougie.
And I had Parmesan garlic Alfredo sauce, which was really, really cheesy. So I wasn't like a biggest fan of it, but I powered through
Mm-hmm.
and it was fucking delicious.
Good.
Yeah. So chicken
Impressive.
Alfredo with penne pasta.
Interesting.
Yeah. I make a good chicken Alfredo.
I don't like chicken Alfredo. But you do you, dog.
Yeah, I usually only get it from Olive Garden.
Okay, touche.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden hits.
Crushes. Yeah, I love Olive
Damn.
Garden. Anyways, as for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSG POD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast and on Instagram at The Shuffle_podcast to watch our clips. And subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We will talk at you guys next week. And we got.
work.
Oh.
That's so lame.
Are you out of bubbles already?
There it
Oh, bye,
was!
everybody.
Yay! Bye!